on. That is why I don't want nobody. Nobody.
There you are. Come on, man. You hold on.
That is why. That is why I don't want nobody other than you. That is why I keep on searching. That is why I don't want nobody after me. Here come the drums. Now I need to get ahead of him. This side. Oh, not my good shoes, Lord. That's tough.
In the colonial government of South Carolina, an act was passed that says that any vessel coming into the port here of Charleston bearing cargo, African cargo, as the word said in the act, they would first be quarantined here on Sullivan's Island. That's why we are here on Sullivan's Island. In the distance, less than a mile from where we stand here today, in the early 1700s was built a small structure that's called a lazarano, or pest house. That act said that any African cargo that was unloaded here on Sullivan's Island was to be quarantined here in those pest houses for up to 10 days. And this would be a determination whether or not these African cargo was sick or well. So for thousands of enslaved Africans, captured Africans, that arrived in North America, that first saw North America, their first glimpse of North America was Sullivan's Island. So for thousands of others, their first step, as you step on the ocean, on the beach of North America, was the shores of Sullivan's Island. That's why this island is so important. Now, as we look around the entire island, the harbor today, I want us to look at this in a metaphoric way as a place of entry from your mind's eye. And out of this harbor was the diffusion of African cargo, African people. But as was shared with you by Donald and Ramona in the inside, in this harbor came knowledge. In this harbor came greatness. In this harbor came capacity. In this harbor came skills, ability, talent, contribution, legacy, history, capacity. In this harbor. Power. And what else you may yell out in addition to that came through this harbor. So don't look upon this harbor as a harbor of shame, but as a harbor of entry. The neighboring island directly on the other side from us, it's Morris Island. At different times in our American African journey down to where the lighthouse is, transitional things happen there. Let's fast forward to July 18, 1863. In the point of where the lighthouse stands today is where men of the 54th Massachusetts Regiment gathered with their rendezvous with destiny as they led from where that lighthouse stands today, heading this direction on Morris Island for that attack that's chronicled in the movie Glory. happened right there. It was their blood, sweat, and tears that changed the landscape of African participation, not only in the Civil War, but to us today as a nation in 2017. And just beyond where the lighthouse stands is Folly. Sister Moses, she was there in 1863 as those men made that fateful attack onto Morris Island. This very harbor that we see here today also brought us greatness through Robert Small. In the morning of 1862 in May, he, his wife, his children, other comrades commandeered the vessel, the Planter, that left from along the bay area of Charleston. And early on that morning, with his ability, his knowledge, his skill, his understanding, his wisdom, he was able to pilot, navigate the Planter from Charleston, past the guns of Castle Pinckney, past the guns on the lower end of Sullivan's Island, past the guns from Fort Johnson on the other side on James Island, and where that lone American flag stands, past the guns of Fort Sumter, and presented that vessel, that private vessel, to the U.S. Navy as a prize, right out of this harbor. So I want us to understand that the waters that are flowing among our feet today have brought life to our nation and to our community. If I can step back a ways to the ending of the American Revolution, right where we're standing now on Sullivan's Island at Fort Moultrie, thousands of formerly enslaved Africans left here with the British. This is chronicled in the movie Book of Negroes in New York. The Book of Negroes happened here on Sullivan's Island. Be it such as may, you know now that after the American Revolution, hundreds or up to thousands of formerly enslaved African Americans left from this state and headed to Nova Scotia. And your kindreds are in Nova Scotia today because they left South Carolina and left Fort Moultrie at the end of the American Revolution. So I want us to, when we began to look at our harbor today, think about what came through here. Think about the change that happened here. Even down to that lone American flag there, flying at Fort Sumter. I talked about in the inside what happened in November of 1861 to change the landscape of Euclid. It took a firing on that lone place in April of 1861 to begin to remove the scourge of slavery from our American experience out at Fort Sumter. So these are the places that I would hope that you remember when you look at the harbor, when you're driving across the bridges or down at the battery, wherever, that you now would see how this is so important in understanding our American experience. And in closing, it's our hope, it's our prayer, and it's our desire that in the fall of 2019, 2020, along the shore, will stand the International African American Museum.
Sacred waters. Now's the time. We got about 10 minutes.
That's more like 15. Go with the 4, you tell my ears. See, 2 years in a row you in white clothes. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
Whatever's not working ain't working. I'm not gonna worry about it. No, the tide is in, but we're still here, so that's all that counts.
And this part of the program is really a personal moment for you to commune with the water before we came in. This is actually where the souls are buried. Come out here and take some time to reflect on that.
Well, again, good morning. I am with the National Park Service. I am with the National Park Service, and thank you all for coming out. I want to make this Park Service-wise and personal-wise. 34 summers ago, this very month, I began my journey with the National Park Service. Visitor center that you saw and experienced is not what I found when I got here 34 years ago. So along the journey, the ancestors have guided me through physical, tangible things that you saw and will see here today. Because when I arrived here, the exhibit African Holocaust did not exist. When I arrived here, the historic marker outside of Fort Moultrie that says this is Sullivan's Island, it did not exist. When I arrived here 34 summers ago, the bench by the road that you will see later today, it did not exist. But in June of 2014, they are here.
That's it.
They are here because we are standing at the bank of the Sankofa River. As I often said, the gateway of the ancestors and Africans into the New World. History tells us that 40% of all the Africans that survived the Middle Passage, that made it across those treacherous waters, first stepped foot on North American soil here on Sullivan's Island. That's why we are here. That's why you are here today. With that in mind, you have to go now into your mind's eye and imagine Sullivan's Island not in the way that you see it here today, but a barrier coastal island. And if you can journey with me, history tells me in this quadrant of Sullivan's Island between 1701 and 1799 were three small buildings that were called pass houses or lazarados. The colonial government of South Carolina said in the early 18th century that all ships bearing cargo from Africa were required to quarantine those individuals on Sullivan's Island. So imagine, if you will, a vessel coming from West Africa, past where we're standing today, and curving around behind Sullivan's Island, you will see later today, in what we call the Cove. And those Africans now being imparted onto Sullivan's Island, being detained in those pest houses for up to 10 days. Because they believe after 10 days, if they were suitable, if they were healthy, then they would be taken into Charleston at the conclusion of the African slave trade. So it's in this context and this reason that we are here today to commemorate this island and in this place in our American diaspora African experience. This waterway is part of our American experience. So nearly a decade ago, when you all began coming here to Sullivan's Island and to begin to experience the remembrance ceremonies that you've had, this is big, this is right, this is just that in this place, on this island, on this day, in this water, that this commemoration happened. So now when we leave this place, we leave with the knowledge. We leave empowered. We leave realizing Sullivan's Island's place in our American experience.
A lot of dead people didn't make it here.
Right.
A lot of dead bodies are still out there.
Didn't
That's
make it.
why we are here.
That's
We
why
are
we're
here
here.
because of the dead people who didn't make it, who
Come on now. Come on now. And as I shared earlier, your gathering here is symbolic also for the transition of freedom. Because we also know at the ending of the American Revolution, as the British evacuated this very same island, the word went out to Africans. If they wished freedom, they could leave with the British. And so now that's why our brothers and sisters were in Nova Scotia. Because they left from these same waters over 200 years ago. And so that's the impact that Sullivan Island has. And that's why we're here today. And the Park Service continually welcomes you year after year to commemorate and to remember this sacred place. Thanks.
There's no in between. Either you can swim or you can't. We go on the other side.
I ain't seen you in a long see. Right here.
Which one you wanted it? Or you wanted it with water behind you? Ah, what the heck did I just step on? I got it. Sorry. Trying to get the profile of Bob's head in the shot, and he just moved. Worth getting up this morning for? Worth getting up?
Time to get moving back to our dinner. Back by the road.
Not too far. This ain't swimming time. All right, what brought you here this year? Oh, no, I got to find out because we did a lot of work trying to make sure people come in, so it's important to find out. What brought you here this year?
I heard about it last year. I came out last year and it was a wonderful experience.
That's what I'm talking about. See? Well, what brought you here this year? I'm acting like I ain't never seen you.
Sacrifices of my ancestors. I heard so much about this and I just wanted to put my feet in the water.
What brought you here this year?
I praise God for this experience and for my ancestors and for my life. This time last year I was suffering from breast cancer.
Hallelujah! Amen, 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 amen. Amen. What brought you here this year?
Love.
All right.
Love for my people, love for my ancestors.
I said. What brought you here this year?
My ancestors. To celebrate the life that they gave to me.
Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Where are you from?
New York.
All right. All right. Work it to sound of love. Hello, hello, hello. What brought you here this year?
Well, this is my second time being here.
That's
I
it.
was here 2 years ago.
Okay.
Dr. Hayes was here.
And it's setting your spirit.
Yes, indeed.
All right then.
I think we started my journey. I went with one of my singing groups to Ghana.
Beautiful.
Went to the castle. And it just started me spiritually getting back to where I started.
Hey, there you go. Amen,
Thank you.
amen, amen. All right, ladies. What brought you here this year? What
We
brought
wanted to celebrate part of the history of all of our brothers and sisters everywhere.
Now, how did you hear about it to come to this time?
Because we belong to a group that meets at Calvary every week.
Amen. That'll do it. That'll do it. Here she goes. There she goes. Ah. 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 See? Come on now. So that South Carolina Johnson. Y'all on that 1 by 1? Hey? 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 Y'all better get it. the closest we gonna get? I'm just grabbing it. I got it on video anyway. You know y'all slow. All right. Oh, I've been got it all sorts of times. Oh, y'all coming in. Okay. I'ma keep taking it. All right, let me take your specialty shot. There you go. She just blocked you off. Hey! Y'all ready to go? Let's go. Oh, I've been taking it. Video was ready the whole time. I see you. Let's get ready. We got a few more minutes. Go ahead, girl. Work it out. Work it out. Ah. Oh, okay. I see what dance you bringing. Bring it. I see what dance you bringing. I see what dance you bringing. All right, folks. It's that time. I don't even know where I threw my shoes. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad you at least made it this far.
Thank you.
All right, ease your way. Don't rush back, because I got to get them pictures and get ahead of you. Not too fast. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Jesus. I slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. When you get onto the tree, take a breather so they can pile up a little bit. That way I gotta, help me out here. Huh? Yeah, man. Let them bunch up just a little bit. Yeah. Enjoy the tree. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Aye. There go that war song. Move! Move! Now go to the right.
Go to the right?
Yeah. Only on the right. Only on the right. How you doing?
I'm fine. How is it?
Ooh, I'm good.
Bring your husband back?
Touch the water.
Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't come to stay cute. If your feet ain't touch the water, let your hand touch it. Somebody fell up. Get Baba up. Get Baba up. Get Baba up. Get Baba. Some of y'all came for the Baba. Of it. Gather in for a moment. Go ahead.
Hello, how y'all doing? Praises be to the Most High, each one day, friends and audience. Thank you all for coming out. Praises be. We're here at Fort Moultrie. Significant in our history. Very significant in our culture. When the first people were stolen from Barbados out of Sierra Leone, they came here. They didn't come straight to the port of Charleston. They came to Fort Moultrie. And in Fort Moultrie, they got some good and some bad, what they call history. At that point in Sullivan's Island, this is called a quarantine. It's a place where they took all of the people they considered diseased and they sorted them out, decided who was going to get on the sail block and who was not. And those who was on the sail block, they were shipped down to Charleston port to be sold. And those who wasn't, abandoned and tossed aside. A lot tossed in this waterway. So I just want to say it's important that we put our feet and our hands in the waterway because our ancestors' body, blood, soul, culture floats in this water. And it travels through because we all know water travels. So we have to remember that we do this ceremony here at Fort Moultrie for a reason. It's not because it's a certain place, but it's because the ancestors came here first. They came here under pain and torment. They came under here under stress, all right? They wasn't happy enslaved people as you see on TV, happy to go and do whatever they want for their masters. They were instructed that if they didn't do it, it was life and death situation. So we are at Fort Moultrie. If you don't remember, Fort Moultrie on Sullivan's Island is the place in which your ancestors first docked. They came over here before they jumped on the wharf to be taken downtown, where the museum will be built. The International African American Museum will be built on the wharf where our ancestors first went into the city of Charleston. But before they came from any place else, they came from Sierra Leone to Barbados, well, the whole West Africa and Central Africa region. But they came to Barbados, to Sierra Leone, to Barbados, to here, right? And they went to Fort Moultrie. Down in their waterways, they were throwing people overboard. Those who were dead and diseased, who couldn't make it to the shores. And then after that, they quarantined them. So this place is significant. It's very significant to your history, to your culture, and to the trauma that you hold within inside of you. We're here to help heal ourselves and release that trauma. We need to move forward. And in order for us to do that, we recognize and then we address what we have to do. This is an area that we give reverence to and homage to our ancestors.
Do your thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. You started. Do the clap.
Go ahead.
You started. There we go. Only Charleston can do this. Come through, Low Country. Show what the Gullah Geechee Nation got. Y'all the youngest ones, we got Lead by example. Let them know. Hey! Hey! Ah! 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 There you go. Get them babies an outer circle. Come on, Ellen. Let them know they're not alone. Do a circle around them babies. There we go. Hey! Yes! Ah! Okay, we got it. They circle. Turn on them. That's right. Let the babies go where they go turn on them. Turn on them, Sister Abner. Go that way. Go that way. There you go. You can't go where you go. There you go. Turn, there we go. Let the babies go. Counterclock. Yeah, come on, Mama. Come on. Come on, there we go. We know how to do this. Charge up that energy. But I know what we do here. Clear the way. Clear the way, baby. Clear the way. me to the last piece. I'm wet. I'm like, sorry.